Yeah. Philippe, first and foremost, how's your squad for the weekends? Your man's seem are they in a position where they could start the game having got minutes the weekend, and how is Liam Madden?
I don't want to say too much about the squad. This is the final game, the decisive game, so maybe we need to take some risk with players that we normally don't do, because there's a season coming after, so I don't want to get too much into that, which player is ready or not, or can start or not. So I did it all season, every occasion, every 3 days with you guys. This one, I don't want to speak too much about it.
How much is on this game? Is it about more than just the trophy that's up for grabs? Do you need as a team to show you can beat the Celtics?
No, it's always more than a trophy in this country between the two clubs, so it's always the case. Of course, you wanted to have a better preparation. The last, let's say, 6-8 weeks, it's been difficult with all the players falling out, coming back out of injury, but missing rhythm, others falling out. So it's now about this one moment, about 90 minutes, 120 minutes, 120 minutes and penalties to give everything with all squad, with everybody who's available. And I think if you guys even want to come on the pitch with crutches, no, I cannot allow that, of course, but we're going to go hard with the team with every energy that is available in the building.
You said there'll be a lot of change in the summer, indicated there'll be a lot of change, but do you think both from your point of view and from the club's point of view, you need to show the fans you're able to beat your rivals? Does it change the mindset going into the summer if you show you can beat Celtic in this game?
I don't think it will be major differences in decision making. Maybe a player can change the mind to stay if you make something really special out of this game. That can always happen. But I didn't say a lot, so you guys making the study bigger and bigger, and it's also difficult to say what is a lot or what is. We need to make changes, it's clear. Some things happened this season that were not good enough, and it's ambition to make the club better and make the team better. So it's clear we need to do that towards next summer, next season. But first we need to focus now on this moment, and to grab the moment, because if I look back at these last 3 Old Firms, where I was with the team, we didn't grab the moment in those games. Not in our offensive actions where we had enough chances to score more goals. Not in our defensive actions, and for sure not by taking 2 times a red card. Because that changed also a lot, of course, of the scenario of the game. So I expect now 90 minutes or 120 minutes at least to have 11 players on the pitch all the time, and to have better starts also of the game, and to work out of that.
What have you seen in the last 3 games against Celtic, Philippe, that gives you encouragement for this game?
That we've been always close. It's been 1 goal difference at the end of the 2 games that you lost, and 1 draw where you come back after 2-0. So it's not that we lost with a lot of difference, but it was always close until the last second of the game. We were in the game. It's now about taking these moments also, and to be better than we were in those games. So I want to see more quality from the team, again, whoever is playing, or whoever is that moment on the pitch, because it will not be, for sure not be the same 11 who end the game, who started the game.
A lot of fans, a big percentage of Rangers fans would perhaps hope that John Lundstram wouldn't play tomorrow, Saturday, I beg your pardon. Is that a big call for you to bring him back, if you are going to bring him back?
I'm never going to make decisions about what fans are thinking at that moment, because that's in motion, and they don't see trainings, they don't see the team working, they don't even know the players, how they are, or how they are in the dressing room. So I don't think I need to answer that question if I need to start with him or not. It's about the decision that I make with my staff, about what I see in the trainings and what I saw the last couple of months in the games.
You said you might take some risks with some players. Will some players have to take injections and what have you to play through pain barriers?
I'm not a doctor, so we're not speaking about injections. All the players want to play this game, all of them, all in the dressing room, and some want to go really on the edge to be there to play that game. So we're gonna need to make smart decisions about that. How many minutes they can do without it's too much risk, of course. But they want to do it, and that's already the main.
How long will you give players to prove their fitness? Will you give them until Saturday morning, for example, to say, I'm fit to play, or do you have to make decisions before that?
I need to see tomorrow training. So that's the final moment to show that you're fit enough to play some minutes in the game. Otherwise, if you didn't train all week, it's impossible to play some minutes in the game.
You mentioned the 2 red cards in the previous Old Firms. Will you mention that again to the players and stress the need for cool heads and not to make challenges like the one
I did it 2 times before. It's one of my principles. It's in our dressing room. So that's not something new. And there was also 2 different red cards, 2 different ways. So like I said the last time, it was a split-second decision. It was the totally wrong decision. And the player knows that directly also in that moment. And for sure the experienced guys. So I don't think it was about losing the head in that moment. It was a wrong decision. You cannot afford that in these kind of games where the intensity is that high and where every decision can be vital.
For a game like this, is it all about one final push and making sure that the players leave absolutely everything out there?
Yeah, for sure. And these kind of games, everything can be decided in a split second, so you need to be switched on all the time. And you can win against every opponent in that kind of game, so it's a really interesting one. I feel a lot of energy in the team now and a lot of desire to end this season in a really good way. There are good steps made, but there are also things that we lost along the way with the injury thing. So we need to solve that towards next season and to build then on that for next season. Of course, if you have 2 trophies, it's an extra boost.
I know you said that the games have been tight against Celtic since you've arrived, but do you feel there maybe needs to be a change in mindset from some of the players going into these big games?
For sure, our beginning of the game needs to be better, for sure. And we worked on that the last times. Was not good enough, so we're going to try it again in a different way. But for sure that was important, but it was, yeah. Circumstances also sometimes going against you in a really unlucky way. If I think about the Ibrox game, after 22 seconds, this ball can land everywhere, but now it lands nicely in the corner next to your goalkeeper also. But that's the worst start you can have. Let's go full now to have a much better start.
Thanks, everyone. That's us.
That's
Yeah.
last question.
Last one.
Do you feel with the trophy this weekend that could be a really good season for Rangers, or do you already feel it's been a good season and this would be a bonus?
It's not a moment to make an evaluation of the season now. And for sure for me, I'm not all season here. So I'm not the person to make an evaluation about the season. I can make an evaluation about the last 6 months. What happened? We did that already in the club. That's why we want to change also some things to make it better toward next season. And that's it's about. But of course, winning 2 trophies is much better than winning 1 trophy. And winning an Old Firm is also much better than not winning an Old Firm. That's really clear, so we're going to go full for that.
Thanks, Daniel.
Please.
Thank you.